Let's look at the top menu of the Caddie structure. If I click on File, the drop down box appears and I can select File New, File Open, and I can select an Open Other where I can select symbols, reference symbols, pictures and blocks. Also locate and absolutely locate a drawing and also restore a backup. Again, most of these commands are also found under the icons, which we will refer to later on. Open last saved drawings. I can open the recent files that I've saved. I can select the current save drawing or save as a different name. Save all my windows and then I can go save other, which means I can save my scope only, save the scope as a symbol or the selection as a symbol. I can save that as a reference symbol. I can export out the current view to a BMP or JPEG. I can also backup a drawing or add the sheet to a title sheets drawing. Then I can email a drawing, which gives me options to pack the drawing, including reference symbols, pictures, plot styles, via materials, and it will open my email client and I can type the email address and I can mail it off. Then I can close the drawing. Then we've got drawing utilities to check and fix drawings, to recover drawings, configure all the settings drawings for all the caddies. I can pack a drawing. There's a few commands that we can have a look and do some changes there, manage pictures, etc. Then we can go and have a look at configure plot styles, which we'll cover in more detail later on. Print setup, where I can set up my printing. I can print batch print, which I can also select different sheets and models to print, and then the exit to exit out of Caddie. Then we've got the edit function. Under there I've got select and unselect all. We can also swap select and unselected. I can store selections and recall those selections, which are very powerful. Then we've got other options that we can go and cut, copy and paste. We can also do detail copies, mark commands are there, and scale commands, and there also global editing. We can change edit commands globally. We've got draw, and the draw functions are the same as in the root menu that you can select individually. Also advanced objects and points that you can use from your top menu. Same as the finishes. Modify, you have got some options that you can also use from your root menu that is available to you there. And the settings, there are all the different settings, very interesting to have a look at here, are things like your drawing defaults, model space, environment space, all settings that can be done to customize your desktop for your Caddie environment to your specifications. Auto backup settings are there. Your templates, if you want to load templates by default and make it all uniformly in a drawing office, that's where it will be done. You can select your mouse button setup. If you double click on entities, that will highlight patterns, etc. Those are all done under there. Your selection color and width for colors that you want to set up, your favorite colors, and also your screen layouts that you can save. You don't need to set them up all the time. Under pattern, your pattern commands, same as on the root hand side. Your snap commands are very important here. Your auto snap settings, where you can set up custom snap options for you, and then also configure preset snaps for dimensions and text that you want to use when you select that. Under utilities, you've got things like system variables, there's a style manager, there's a 3D architectural manager, and those are options that are covered in more detail, and those are to create custom walls, etc. for your AEC objects. Under your display manager, you've got the options to set up what will happen, what to be displayed when certain things happen on your environment. Also, you can have a look at the wizards to set up viewports, and also your batch to convert drawings in batch mode. View all your toolbars that you can view, switch them on and off, and under window you can set up new windows, cascade them, you can tile them, etc. Under help, that's all the commands and information that we need for you to be able to support you as a user. And also very important there is the Caddie remote assistance. One of the options that is unique in our environment, where you can contact us, give us the information through, and we can log onto your machine and assist being online as if we are sitting right next to you. Next, you can look at the toolbar, which is a Windows compliant environment. File new, file open a drawing, insert a symbol, insert reference symbols, save the drawing, save as. You can go restore backup, you can force a backup, environment setup, and there you can print. And then you've got the cut, copy and paste options available. These are all shortcuts that are placed there for your convenience. Undo and redo. And then you got zoom box, you got zoom last, zoom all, and zoom extension, zoom extends. Then you got redraw all, and then you can delete objects, delete all construction objects, and you can rotate and scale and mirror. This initialize your pattern, and then there's an edit an existing pattern, and then your layer setup that you can use. The rest of these commands are toolbars that have been set up. For instance, here you can switch on, toggle on and off between your lines and curves, your text, there's your hatches, your dimensions, construction entities, pictures, your symbols, points, and your 3D entities. Next line we can have a look at are your layers, your active layer that I can select there. Then you've got your pen setup for the active pen, and next to that your line style that you can use, and also the definition for line thickening. Next one, there is a custom toolbar, and that we will cover later on, how to create your own custom toolbar.